I'm going to demonstrating how can white win in this position, and this is white to move. So we can see that right now the black king is corner, and the knight and the king are controlling all the three squares. The black king cannot move anywhere. And intuitively, I think it's a draw, but this is a very tricky position. So white can checkmate the king, one like the black king reach h2. But how can we achieve that? Let's challenge the very smart chessbot, and I will explain the moves. So first of all, we need to play a couple of waiting moves. As I said, we cannot checkmate the king with a single king and a knight. We have to force the black pawn, one of the black pawn, reach h2 as a blockade for the black king. So I will move king to g3 and I will wait. So black chose to move the pawn slowly, that makes sense. King f2. So my knight is still controlling these two squares, my king controls this one. And I keep moving the king back and forward. And f4. Okay, so when is the time I started to move the knight? So for example, if I move the knight to e5, the king will go up, and the king is keep going up, and it's hard for us to stop the king, like escape from this route. So the thing is, we need to move the king one step further until pawn reach h3. So the king cannot move to h3. Now it's the moment I move king to e5, and when the king moves up to h2, it's very clear the black king wants to escape, and I choose to oppose the black king, forcing these three squares, and king has to go down. So now I move my knight to g4 as a preparation to mate, and f3, keep moving down, and so pawn to f2. Now it's a time I can take the pawn, and then I think it's very smart that black doesn't push the h pawn, because once the pawn moves to h2, for example, if black doesn't play f2, it play h2 instead. I can just mating one, knight f2, right? So pawn to f2, and this is a very important position. So I should take that with a knight. It's a check, and when the king go up, I can wisely move knight to e4 to stop king moving to g3. And now I move my king upward. If king doesn't go to h2, if the pawn goes h2, I move knight g3, that's a mate. And now I have to force the king in a very tricky position. Knight d2. Okay, so what to do? If I move knight to f1, the king cannot go up. I force the black pawn to reach g3, and later on I can mate at g3. Here it is. Thanks for watching.